Hello student, welcome to RD Chemistry. In this video, we will solve some problems on coordination compounds, and this is a part 1. Question number 1. Which of the following complex exhibit facial and meridional geometrical isomerism? This kind of isomerism is possible in the octahedral complex. In the octahedral complex of the type Ma3B3, where A and B are the unidentate ligands. Option 1 is of the type MAB3. Option 2 is of the type MA2B2. Option 3 is of the type MA4. Option 4 is of the type MA3B3. Therefore, answer is option number 4. Question number 2. For the complex Ma2B2, if M is sp3 or dsp2 hybridized respectively, then total number of optical isomers are respectively. If the metal is sp3 hybridized, then it has a tetrahedral shape. It has a tetrahedral shape. That is a central metal atom. Then 4 ligands are there in the 4 corners of the tetrahedra. Now, in case of tetrahedral geometry, if the ligands are repeating, then there will be plane of symmetry. And if there is a plane of symmetry, compound is optically inactive. Therefore, for this compound, there are no optical isomers. Or if the metal is a dsp2 hybridized, it has got a square planar shape or square planar geometry. Square planar geometry. Center metal atom is M. Then there are 4 ligands which can form the square shape or square geometry. A repeating 2 times, B repeating 2 times. Remember, almost all square planar complexes except few are always optically inactive because they can possess plane of symmetry, they possess plane of symmetry, or there is a axis of symmetry, Therefore, here also there are no optical isomers. For this question, answer is option number 3. Question number 3. 0.3 gram of the complex of molar mass 267.46 gram per mole is reacted with the 0.125 molar silver nitrate solution. Volume of silver nitrate required in ml is. This is the integer type question. We'll write down the balanced equation first. The complex Ml6, outside the square bracket coordination sphere, we have got 3 chloride ion. React to the silver nitrate. Silver nitrate is used to detect and confirm chloride radical. So we'll get silver chloride, a curdy white precipitate. So 3 moles. So 3 moles of silver nitrate required. Plus other product is the complex. Now nitrate is the counter ion. To balance the equation, I have got 3 times nitrate. In this equation, we have got 1 mole of the complex reacting with the 3 moles silver nitrate. So they react in the ratio 1:3. So number of moles of the complex divided by number of moles of the silver nitrate solution AgNO3 is equal to 1 divided by 3. How to calculate number of moles when they give mass? Given mass divided by the molar mass, which is equal to 0.3 grams are given divided by molar mass 267.46. How to calculate the number of moles of the silver nitrate present in the solution? For that, we have formula: volume into molarity divided by 1000. Volume is we have to calculate into molarity is given 0.125 divided by 1000. Now we'll substitute here. That is 0.3 divided by 267.46 divided by volume into 0.125 divided by 1000 is equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, finally we get volume is equal to 26.92 ml. So we'll write the final answer for integer type question 26.92. Question number 4. Correct order of magnetic moment spin only for the following complexes. How to calculate magnetic moment? To calculate magnetic moment, we have the formula mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2 in terms of Bohr magneton, where n is the number of unpaired electron present. We'll take the first complex A. They are given PD, PPH3. It is a triphenyl phosphine, then chlorido ligand. We'll calculate the oxidation number of palladium. So it comes to be X is equal to +2. Palladium atomic number is equal to 46. So it is a 4d10 and 5s0. Palladium exists in the +2 state. So it is a 4d8 5s0. And PPH3 is a strong ligand. In the present strong ligand, electron pairing takes place. So 8 electrons will become now 4 pairs of electrons. Therefore, no unpaired electrons, so equal 0. Therefore, mu is also equal to 0. We'll go for compound number B, NiCO 4 times. X value is equal to 0. Nickel atomic number is 28. So it is a 3d8 and 4s2. Nickel is a 0 state. Altogether, how many electrons are there? Altogether, 10 electrons are there. We have got 5 types of d orbitals: dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square, and only one type of s orbital. 10 electrons altogether will give 5 pairs. First one, second one, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. Altogether 5 pairs are possible. Therefore, here also n is equal to 0. We'll go for complex NiCN 4 times. Total charge is equal to -2. When you calculate x value, x is equal to +2 charge will get here. So nickel +2 will get. Nickel +2 charge. Nickel +2. So it is a 3d8 and 4s0. Cn is a strong ligand. Is a strong ligand. CO is a strong ligand. Cn is a strong ligand. PPH is also strong ligand. Here also we have got strong ligand. In the present strong electron pairing takes place. So 8 electrons are there. These 8 electrons will give 4 pairs. They'll give 4 pairs. Therefore, n is equal to 0. We'll go for the last complex. Nickel H2O 6 times. Total charge is +2. When you calculate x value, x is also equal to +2 charge here. So nickel +2, we have got 3d8 and 4s0. Now H2O is a weak ligand. Electron pairing does not take place. Therefore, we have got 5 types of d orbitals. Now we'll fill the electrons according to Hund's rule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, we have got 2 unpaired electrons. As the number of unpaired electrons increases, magnetic moment value also increases. So we have actually A is equal to B is equal to C. Okay. Therefore, ABC should be smaller compared to fourth complex D. Therefore, answer is option number 1. Question number 5. Among the following, which will show the geometrical isomerism. Let me take a complex. A complex is of the type, okay, M, A, 5 and B type. This will not show the geometrical isomerism or the cis-trans isomerism. For that, we need to have M, A, 4, B 2 type or M, A, 4, B and C, two different types. Option B, compound number B, metal M, A 4 times, B and C. It can show cis and trans. With respect to B and C, we can write cis and trans. Compound C, M, A3, B. This is a 4 ligand. It has got a square planar geometry. Square planar geometry. Metal is M. Then we have got 1, 2, and 3. A, and A. And here we have got B. Cannot show the cis-trans isomerism. For that, we need to have M, A2, B2 type or M, 4 different ligand A, B, C, and D. Compound number D, metal M, A2, B2. They can have cis and trans isomerism. Therefore, B and D can show the cis and trans isomerism. Therefore, option number 1 is the answer. Question number 6. The complex ML5 can exhibit trigonal, bipyramidal and square pyramidal geometry. Total number of 180, 90, 120 LML bond angles are. Numerical type question. So let me go for trigonal bipyramidal geometry. So we have got trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. Okay. Central metal atom is M. Then 1, 2, 3. 3 ligands can form triangular shape or trigonal shape. One is above the plane, other one below the plane. Now we'll count first 120 bond angles. How many are there? Okay. So central metal atom is there. So we have got these bond angles. This bond angle is 120, 120, 120. Therefore 120, 3 number. We'll go for 180 bond angle. 180, how many will be there? So metal M, this ligand and this ligand, they are far away by 180 degrees. So it is equal to 1 in number. Then we'll go for 90 degrees. We have got metal M, then 1, 2, 3, then fourth one and fifth one. See, these 3 are there in the same plane and rest are perpendicular to that one. This is a 90 degree. This is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. Above the plane 3 are there. Below the plane 3 are there. Therefore 90 degree altogether equal to 3. So in this category 3 plus 1 plus 3. Now also 3 above the plane here and 3 below the plane. Altogether 6 will be there. So 3 plus 1, 3 plus 3. So altogether 10 are there here. We'll go for the second type, square pyramidal geometry. Metal M, 1, 2, 3, 4. They form the square planar geometry. One is above the plane. We'll go for first 180 bond angle. 180 bond angle. So 180 bond angle. This is 180. First one. This is also 180. Second one. So therefore there are only two 180. We'll go for 90 degrees. Now here we have got, okay, square planar geometry. Square planar geometry we have got. Okay. Here between two lines here 90 degrees because they are perpendicular. 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. Okay. So here 4 are done. Then we have got perpendicular to this one, perpendicular this one. So these 4 are there here in the same plane. This is above the plane, perpendicular to this one. So with respect to this one, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, and this also 90 degree. Okay. So above the plane, altogether we have 4. 6 one is not there. This is not there. So we have got 8 here. What about 120? 120 doesn't exist, not there. So 182 in number and 90 degrees 18 number and 120 0, not there. So 10. So previous one is 10. Now second is also 10. Altogether 20 in number. So you should write the answer 20.00. We'll move on to the question number 7. Which of the following statement incorrect? Statement A. I'll explain the statement A. Cobalt plus 3 with a strong ligand forms high magnetic moment complex. CO, atomic number is 27. So it is a 3D 7 and 4s2. Cobalt plus 3, cobalt plus 3. So it is a 3D 6, 4s0. And the strong ligand, in the present strong ligand, electron pairing takes place. Electron pairing takes place. When electron pairing takes place, we'll see whether they will be remaining unpaired electrons or not. Now, in the presence of strong ligand, crystal field splitting takes place. So we'll be having 2 types of orbitals. One is called as the T2G set, other one is called as the EG set. Other one is known as the EG set. Right? Now they are mentioned here, it is an octahedral, delta O somewhere here, O. So T2G of 3 types of orbitals, they are D, XY, D, YZ, D, ZX. And EG of 2 types, they are D, X square minus Y square and D, Z square. Right? Whenever strong ligand, the electron pairing takes place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, unpaired electrons are not there. N is equal to 0. So therefore, mu is equal to 0. So it forms low spin complex. It forms low spin complex. So they are mentioned here high spin complex, which is wrong. Therefore, statement A is wrong. We'll go for the statement B. For CO plus 3, if pairing P greater than delta O, then complex formed will have T2G4 EG2 configuration. They are given pairing P is greater than delta O. That means pairing energy is more compared to delta O, means no pairing taking place. No pairing taking place. No pairing. We have got T2G set and we have got EG set. Right? Altogether, there are 6 electron D6 system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 one here. That means T2G, 4 electrons are there. EG, there are 2 electrons are there, which is true. Therefore, option B is a correct statement. We'll go for option C. They are given first complex En and the second complex given F minus fluorido. En is a strong ligand, ethane 1, diamine. Fluorido is a weak ligand. In case of strong ligand, electron pairing takes place. In case of strong ligand, delta O is larger. In case of weak ligand, delta O is smaller. If delta O is larger, splitting is larger, then for electron jumping, more energy is required, or frequency is more, or lambda will be less, because we have the formula E is equal to h nu. E can also be written as h into C divided by lambda. So in the case of weak ligand, delta O is less, so less energy required for the excitation electron, that is the DD transition. So energy is less or frequency is less, or the lambda will be more. So this is a correct statement. So C is a correct statement. B and C are the correct statement. We'll go for option D. In case of option D, they are given delta O and you have to calculate delta T. So what is the relationship between delta O and delta D? We have the formula delta T is equal to 4 by 9 times delta O. So when you calculate 4 by 9 into delta O is equal to given 18,000. So the final answer comes out to be 8,000 centimeter inverse. So option D is statement D is wrong. So they ask for incorrect statement. Therefore, answer is option 1, A and D. Option 1 is the correct answer. Question number 8. What is the correct electronic configuration of central atom in K4 Fe CN6 based on CFT? We have got K4 Fe CN6. First, we'll calculate the oxidation number of iron. 4 potassium plus 1 charge, that of the iron is X, plus 6 into minus 1 for cyanide ligand, total is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to plus 2 charge, right? So iron atomic number is 26. So outermost electronic configuration is a 3D, 6 and 4s2. Iron is a plus 2 state. In iron plus 2 state, we have got 3d6 and 4s0, right? And Cn minus is a strong ligand. Cn minus is a strong ligand. Whenever strong ligand is there, electron pairing takes place. Okay, and the 5 times of d orbital will split into 2 sets. One is called as the T2G set, other one is called as the EG set. This difference is in terms of delta O. Why O? Because there are 6 ligands are present. Right? Strong ligand electron pairing takes place. D6 system 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Therefore, T2G 6 electrons are there. EG no electron 0. Therefore, T2G 6 EG 0. Therefore, answer is option number 2. Question number 9. Complex MH2O 6 typically absorbs at around 600 nanometer, is allowed to react with ammonia to form complex with amine, should have absorption at. See, we have got water H2O is a weak ligand and amine NH3 is a strong ligand. Whenever weak ligand is there, delta O is smaller. Strong ligand splitting is larger. When delta O is smaller, energy required is less or frequency required is less, okay, for jumping of the electrons, or lambda will be larger here. So on the other side, energy required is more, frequency is more to excite the electron, or the lambda will be less. Suppose first complex absorbs at 600 nanometer. The second one should have the wavelength less than 600 nanometer. 600 nanometer. There are two options available. One is 580 nanometer Other one is the 320 nanometer. Now, ammonia NH3 is a little stronger ligand compared to water, but their crystal field splitting difference won't be much. They are very close to each other. Therefore, answer is of 580. That is option number 2 is the answer. Question number 10. Crystal field stabilization energy of D6 complex having delta O 25,000 and pairing energy 15,000 into centimeter inverse is. This also integer type question. Now here we can compare delta O and pairing energy P. Delta O is larger. That means it's a strong ligand field. When strong field ligand is there, electron pairing takes place, right? And there will be two types of sets. One is the T2G set and other one is the EG set. And this is according to the octahedral field. And this difference being delta O. In case of D6 system, okay, first electron, second electron, third electron, strong ligand is there, pairing takes place. Pairing takes place. So fourth one will pair up, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Therefore, T2G 6, EG will be 0. Now, how to calculate a crystal field stabilization energy? Crystal field stabilization energy, okay, is calculated as, so this is the average energy. This is the average energy, okay. So average energy here at the bottom we have got 0.4 delta O decreasing by minus 0.4 and here increases by 0.6 delta O, right? So how to calculate 0.4 into number of electrons present in T2G orbital into delta O plus 0.6 into number of electrons present in the EG orbital into delta O. If this is a pairing, we can write pairing energy. How many pairs are there? 3 pairs are there. Therefore, it is equal to minus 0.4 into 6 electrons at T2G into 25,000 into 25,000 plus 0.6 into 0. No electrons the EG orbital. Okay. Into, okay, some number plus 3 into pairing energy. Pairing energy is 15,000. When we calculate, we'll get final answer is equal to minus 15,000 centimeter inverse. Okay. Therefore, we should write down final answer is equal to minus 15,000.00. Yeah, we have solved the 10 problems in part 1. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you, one and all.